Good morning, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making some Cajun flavored chicken thighs, bone-in chicken thighs, but you can use boneless. I went ahead and already have just kind of browned them on both sides because they're going to bake in the oven in the cast iron skillet. I love cooking with my cast iron. It's easy as long as you keep it seasoned and cleaned well and everything. But it's really cold here today. It was 16 degrees this morning when we got up. And so I left my poor little chickens in the coop because the coop is insulated and it's a lot warmer in there than being out in the wind. And so I just put their food and water and some snack this morning. And they were more than happy to just stay in there and stay warm today. So anyway, so let's get to making this Cajun chicken flavored chicken thighs in the cast iron skillet. Okay, so I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees already, and I already browned my chicken thighs with bone in my cast iron skillet, and I'm just going to leave all the flavorings in there. I seasoned my chicken first with a teaspoon of ground cumin, a teaspoon of this Cajun. It's actually a French fry seasoning, but it's not super hot, but it's just got enough spice to it that it's really good. From Cabela's, we went to Bass Pro Shop the other day, and I got some of this. And a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of this garlic. It's already minced garlic, but you can mince up your own. I got this at Costco. And that's their Kirkland brand. And then I'm going to put a layer of carrots, baby carrots. Half of this big onion that I'm going to chop up. And then I'm going to use these little small golden potatoes because the skin is really thin and I'm not going to peel them. I'm just going to cut them into pieces and add more seasoning and then put my chicken over top of that with some avocado oil. So let's set this aside and let's cut these potatoes up. Okay, let's just start. Let me cut some of these. Some of them have a little bit of bad spot. That's not a bad spot. That's just a piece of something. I don't know. Okay, and I've already washed them. And I'm just going to cut them up into pieces, bite-sized pieces like that. I love golden potatoes more than I do. Like if you're going to bake potatoes, then you want to use a russet potato. But just cut them however you want. Just cut them up into bite-sized pieces so they're not too big. Just like that. Jax is down here standing beside me on the floor, hoping I'll drop something. Let's see, there's a bad spot. I'm just going to cut that off. Get rid of that. It's really cold, like I said today. The sun's shining right now, but it is extremely cold. Ed is out in the garage, out in his big garage, working on, he got this like big old metal cabinet from work that they were going to get rid of, and so he's putting shelves in it so we can have more food storage, which will be great. Okay, I'm going to finish cutting these up. I'm going to cut up the onion, and then I'll bring you back when I'm putting everything into the cast iron skillet. Okay, so here's all my potatoes and carrots and onions cut up. And now I'm going to put probably just a couple tablespoons. I like to put it in a squirt bottle. Just mix them up so the oil gets incorporated. Okay, wipe my hands off. And then here's our cumin and Cajun spice. Salt. Like I said, about a teaspoon of each. There we go. Let's just get our spoon. Mix it up. And now I'm going to put a couple tablespoons, or not tablespoons, a couple teaspoons of my minced up garlic. So let's just do a tablespoon. That should be enough. or a little bit more. We like garlic. So your preference, you do what you like. If you don't like garlic, don't put it in. Smells so good. Okay, let me get my cast iron skillet. Set this aside. And get my cast iron. I'm going to use my mitts because it's still hot. Okay. Look at all that goodness in there. I'm going to leave that in there. Okay. In fact, I'm going to put just a little bit more oil on the bottom. And I'm using avocado. And now we're going to dump all this in there. Come on out of there, onion. Okay. Spread this out. And then we're going to place our chicken on top. And then we're going to cover it with foil. Like I said, I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. Okay, one more piece. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did six chicken thighs, bone-in chicken thighs. And then I'm going to drizzle some more oil, avocado oil on top of my chicken. I don't want it to get dried out. Okay, now we're going to cover it with foil. My foil out here. I don't have a bakeable lid. If you have a lid, that's fine, but I'm going to use foil with mine. Okay. And we're going to bake it with the foil for 1 hour. We're going to do it for 1 hour. And then we're going to take the foil off, and we're going to bake it, finish baking it off or broil it however we want to. So, okay. There we go. Cover it with foil. That should be good. I might put another piece on there. This is thinner foil. There we go. Maybe that handle up just a little bit. Okay, now it's going to go in the 400-degree oven for 1 hour. Okay, I've baked my Cajun chicken for an hour at 400 degrees. Now I'm going to check, let's see which one's the thickest piece. I'm going to check this and see. It should be 165 to be internal temperature to be done. But I think I'm going to put it back in. Okay, it's slowly moving. No, it's not done yet. So I'm going to leave this off, leave the foil off. I'm going to put just a little bit more oil over my chicken. Let's see what the potatoes and yeah, not quite done yet. Carrots are not quite done yet. All right, so I'm going to leave the foil off. I'm going to put this back in for about 20 minutes. And then we'll see what it looks like. But doesn't it look delicious? Okay, there it is. The Cajun flavored chicken with potatoes, carrots, onions, and chicken thighs with bone-in, olive oil. I'll leave the recipe in my description box below. But oh my gosh, this smells wonderful. The extra 20 minutes gave it a more crispier texture. Of course, I took all the skin off, and I took all the fat off that I could get off. So, but you can leave that on if you want to. Just put it under the broiler to get your skin crispy. But I'm not going to do a taste test because I know it's going to be delicious. The potatoes are done, fork tender. The carrots are fork tender. Just beautiful. So thanks for watching. I hope you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I have more videos coming. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.